Hello, this is sooooo, and welcome back to Memory Isle. Now, it's a bit silent today because we are on version 0.1.33.5257, and I kid you not, music is on. Oh, that's different. I didn't even notice that. We have like different sounds for these. That's pretty cool. Well, that one's a bit broken. That one has an echo, actually. Listen. That's interesting. That one doesn't. That's an odd one. I haven't ever saw that before. Oh, let's turn audio recording on. Definitely want that. We have this like dinosaurs and humans separate sensitivities, which is interesting because humans supposedly aren't in yet, but I don't know. We have let's have a look then. So first we have the extras, nothing different in there. News is not going to show anything in here because obviously not. Mods, we still have the same ones that are not going to work. Got our replays here. This is empty because we're launching it from a different thing. And then we have play. This server browser is essentially the same as it is now, I think. I think even modded is there. Actually, maybe modded is not there in the current legacy, but this is what we have now in legacy with the server details and stuff. Oh, it actually shows the IP and stuff though. Oh, and the Discord button's there too. Very interesting. The fact that the Discord button is there. Apart from that, it appears all of this may be the same. So here we are. Oh, humans are a thing. Test human. There it is. This is when the mercenaries came in. And we only have first person. Okay. Very interesting. And we can see we can see all of this. Very interesting. Are drops gonna come from this? Is that in this yet? I don't even know if it's in here. Maybe we need region to test it. When we jump, we have the separate animation here to show we're holding a gun, but we are not. We don't seem to take fall damage either, and obviously leave no footprints, and we make no sound. Interestingly, the growth button works. However, I don't think that does anything. Wait. Console's back. What the hell? Oh, nice. How long has that been? Oh, wait. It doesn't work because we're in a thingy. That's very interesting. What if I go here? Yeah, I don't think that does nothing for me. Because this is all just 2D. Okay. Yeah, so in survival now you have just these three instead of, remember how it was like adult and sub-adult, you could choose all the different like growth stages. Now you can only choose juvie, as it should be. Actually, I think, yeah, no, because hatchling was like if you nest, but you always will start off as a juvie. However, interestingly, in this version there's only 3 carnivores, no herbivores, and a human. Who goes female human? I don't think anything's going to change. But it's just funny. And we have this again. I think I chose region 2, the regular region 2, but now we have this spawn. Maybe I just so happened to get this spawn. So this doesn't... Oh, okay, so Z, there's the like different movements for Z. However, there's no actual running, I don't think. I can't really tell. Yeah, I am running. So the humans, I feel like I remember them having a HUD. Like, I feel like I remember them having the dinosaur HUD. Like, it was broken, but I remember them having that. So I do remember these guys were in the... there was another branch during this time, just called the dev branch, I think, where you could go to that branch. You had a big red text on the top of your screen saying, hey, this is the dev branch. And yeah, I played a lot in the dev branch. And a lot of it was testing humans and stuff, I think. Or at least from what I remember. Where am I going here? Yeah, a lot of it was testing the humans. And I don't know if it ever came to the main branch. Clearly to some capacity it has. Yeah, they were testing humans at this point, which is very interesting to me. Because if you think about it, humans still aren't in the game now. Yet they're like kind of a core part of the game. Like the whole point of the game is it's hardcore survival. There's supposed to be humans and dinosaurs and these like weird mutant humans and maybe mutant dinosaurs at some point. Can we drink? No, we can't. Oh, we can crouch. I didn't even try that. We can crouch. C also crouches. Do we have a prone? No, C is crouch. Oh, I can... This wheel's here. Oh yeah, I forgot to test the wheel. So the voice wheel is now... It doesn't bring up my mouse. Probably because... Yeah, weird. So it's now a toggle as well, instead of like a thing. And you have group invite, which is new. You obviously have broadcast, which is your 1. You have passive, which is 2. Threaten 3. Help 4. And then group invite, which is interesting. This is all the same here, yeah. Do we have not dev, admin flying? No, still nothing like that. Debug? What was it? Debug? Not end. It was insert, right? Yeah, insert doesn't do anything. Still no debug HUD remains. I don't remember much being different other than like the mercs getting guns, but I don't remember. I don't think that ever came to the public branch though, right? Did it? I remember it was in the dev branch, but I don't remember if it ever came to... Well, it had to have at some point, I think. I think you had to turn on experimental for all that stuff, which I have turned it on. Wait. Oh, that's the... I was like, what, is that the sound of a drop coming? No, that is the sound of the waterfall. I swear that gets... The attenuation of that waterfall gets louder every time. AI is also on, by the way. Like, every time I host these, I make sure to turn all the settings on. Nothing seems to be very different. I'm going to click a bunch of buttons now to see if there's any sort of... Oh, I accidentally turned the audio recording off. Night vision. Oh yeah, let's see what the human's night vision is. Do we have night vision? No. Okay, good. That is good. We have no night vision. I also don't seem to be able to move anymore. What did I just do? Oh, wait. No, we do. Look at this. That's zooming in. So pressing H seemed to have activated this, like, it thinks I have a gun now. I can now no longer jump. I can hold right click and it's like a zoom. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Isn't this like a cool thing? Imagine this in like replays and stuff like that. Oh my god, that's awesome. But yeah, so now we... Excuse me? Here we can see the almighty Dryosaurus in its natural habitat. What is it doing? Is this AI? Or is this here? Were you always here? If so, why? Why is this here?
Just to suffer.
It would be one of these if it was, but it doesn't seem available. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is growing. I just saw it grow. So it is a like a blueprint. It's not just a skeleton because it is growing, which is interesting. That's so fascinating. It's just there though. Like it's... Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, I pressed H, which is the unholster weapon control. I can't jump and I can't crouch and I also can't get out of this mode. I don't think there is another button for it. Yeah, aim weapon is right mouse button. Weapon holster... Oh, holster unholster is just H. But unless it's like Alt H or something, or Control H. Wait, I can just crouch now. But if I press H again, I can't crouch. I press... Okay. So it's a toggle, but also zoom stays. The zoom stays for some reason now. Oh, there's another AI. Because of the A... Huh. Hello, guys. So these are the spawn points for the AI. Yeah, definitely is. Hey, guys. You are not functional. This is interesting. The collision for the humans also isn't a thing. Are you a Dryo in there as well? Yep. And there's... So we got Dryo, we got Trike, and we got... What are you? Your Dibble? Is that what that is? The potato? Very interesting. So we have 3 variations of AI. And the spawn points appear to be here, here, still here, and somewhere up there. Oh, and there. It's kind of unnerving because they're just kind of standing there. So yeah, there are 0 admin capabilities. There's 0 fall damage for the human. The human just can't take any damage. I'm curious if these guys actually do anything. I'm going to try in Region 2 test now. And I'm actually going to be a creature. Be a little kind of... Yep, same spawn. So it seems like they... Oh my god, I move so slowly. It seems like they changed the spawn for both the maps, because I don't think I was on the test Region 2 map that first time. Was the baby counter, the juvie counter really this small? At 0.6? Or this slow, I mean? This feels awfully slow compared to, like... I swear babies were fast. Like, juvies were fast in this game. Now that they're about as slow as their adult. Oh yeah, the juvie sounds. This is when we actually had the... Like, the juvies were kind of modeled. I don't know if they were modeled properly, but they were... The sounds were properly put in place. The burp. Oh my god. I remember that. I swear people used to spam that one a lot. I don't know why. But they would. Probably because they were dying. Left, right, and center. It's weird that there's no herbivores, but I guess maybe in this version they were like, yeah, we're just going to make herbivores AI. Because all the herbivores that you could be in survival, I'm guessing, are AI in this version. Because you got Dryo, you got Trike, and you got the Dibble. And I think those were the 3... Those would add up to be the 3 survival dinosaurs. Because then you have Ootah juvie, you have Kano juvie, and Rex juvie. So yeah, it would be a 3-3. So they were probably also working on balancing. But then also just... There's a human as well. There's just a mercenary or test human as it is. I think that's an AI in the distance, is it? Or is that no, that's just bushes. But we know where the AI spawn, generally. I thought they would spawn up here, though, but I guess they wander. Or normally they would wander anyway. Oh my god, I'm so slow. Okay, Z is default now. Like, the fastest Z movement is the default now. So you don't have to change it every time you spawn in. So this is also the first version of 2018? Or that I'm checking out in it's the 2018 version? Hello. What is that? Oh, is that Maya? So a trike spawned here last time. We're now in test and a Maya has spawned. Very interesting. Can I attack these? That's my question. Can I get this AI to either move or react to me in any way? So we have, what, 4 different AIs then? Hello? Normally I wouldn't get this close to another creature in this game, but considering you're just AI and you do not move. Wow. Oh, blood effects. So we're seeing the start of actual particle effects being used now. You got some blood effects, but only sometimes when the hitbox actually hits it properly to spawn the particles. There you go. So I have to have my... It's growing too. Is there I don't even remember if there's locational damage this early on. I remember they wanted that pretty quickly. I just don't remember if that was a thing that could be done. Yeah, my replaced chant for survival. I'd take too long. I'm probably dealing like 0.5 damage per bite. So there should be more spawning down here. I guess as time progresses, unless because this is the test map, there's less spawns. I don't know. So you have to hold... So it's still the same, but the icons are no longer there. There's a new group invite. Oh, that's a lens flare texture. That's just straight up like a lens flare texture. So, yeah, it's still the same weird kind of like you have to move your mouse in a circle to actually get the full circle, which is weird. But also it doesn't stay... You have to be very specific about your angle. So if I do down to the bottom right, then it does, but if I move my mouse even slightly to the left, it goes straight up to group invite. It didn't even do the call. Do the raw. It didn't do the raw. And also I have to press V twice. They hadn't got that nailed down with the toggling of this. Note that the humans are not available in sandbox, only in survival. All the herbivores are here except for the survival specific ones, and all the carnivores are here. Actually, wait. Yeah, no. None of the survival herbivores are in the game at all. But the survival carnivores are in sandbox. We can check on progression real quick. We'll do a daily checkup on Quetzalcoatlus. Look at that. That was there. Interesting. So the herbivores in progression. Oh, this is when this... Huh. I don't know if it was like this before, but... So this menu, I don't think it showed them before. I think you had to confirm, and then it would show the skin and stuff like that. But because you don't need to select skins anymore, they've switched it up. So now it just kind of shows them behind there, which is a little strange. It's a little, like, weird, the way that they've gone about it. But, yeah, this is all here. Yeah, and it still does it anyway, so that you can choose skins, but obviously there's no skins, but I guess if you had mods, you could do that. And then here we are. So, let's move on to the next one. Oh, it doesn't even make the quit sound either. Weird. So we have moved on to 0.1.335512. Still no music. Login still doesn't work. Debug camera, here we go. So we have debug HUD. Now we have debug camera. I'm curious if that will work now. And confirm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay, so herbivores, we still don't have any of them. We still have T-Rex, Carno, and Ootah. But now we have Test Merc unfinished. Yep. And that's the same. Cool. And then tribal. Unfinished. Now this is interesting. Let's go to the tribal first. Yep. Oh god, the mouse. Yeah, this is when they started coming in. I even remember this test level. Holy. I don't know if I remember. Oh my god, yeah, it's just I don't even remember really playing the humans that much, let alone the tribals, actually. Oh, the aiming is... Oh, okay, here we go. So this was weapon socket, bow fit with weapon socket, arrow fit. So this is all just like developer kind of messages, just letting you know how all that goes. Is there like an inventory or something? I don't remember there being any. What? Oh, the character menu now is a thing as well. There's a lot new in this version. Okay. Equip primary weapon, equip secondary weapon, equip handgun weapon, unequip all. Toggle under barrel. Okay, this one doesn't have that. This is my main weapon. This is my secondary weapon, which is a torch. I do remember the torch, actually. Oh, I've got text block on the top left of my screen as well. I don't know if you see that, yeah. That's weird. M was debug camera. I can't seem to do that. Maybe it was like control M or something. Oh, we have crouching. So interestingly, they moved at least tribals to third person. The last version we checked out, it was first person only. Or the mercenary was anyway. I like the sound effects though. So yeah, there is the same like Z walk kind of like thing. I'm wondering if that's like a default. But yeah, then oh my god, that's broken as hell. Interesting that is that just how he always aims? Okay, then 3. 1, 2. But which one I click 3? Oh, never mind, he doesn't do anything. And then 4 just unequips everything. And if I left click, nothing happens. If I left click with the torch, nothing happens. Very weird. Oh, and you have fall damage now. And we have the new death screen as well, which was probably in the last version, and I just never died. Okay, we'll test out this guy now, because now we have... Is that the blood? Is that... No, I didn't die here. We also have the huts. So I think this was all, if I remember correctly, these weren't how they were actually going to look. This was like a... If I remember correctly, they were saying that this was like an asset that they bought just to get humans working. But then they were actually going to model some humans at some point. But then that never became to be. I'm willing to bet the top left is ammo count. Or meant to be ammo count. Okay. So, already we have guns. And interestingly, we are first person. We are first person only. And okay, so that's kind of cool. I like that. So there's, when you press 1, you switch to your first weapon. You got like a cool little animation. 2 does nothing because we don't have any secondary weapons. 3 is our handgun. Very interesting. Do we have a reload? No. I can just kind of... Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. You can see, like, little hit points of where the bullet actually hit. The aiming isn't really a thing. Yeah, it's just like a little grid texture where the bullet holes would be. PS campfire smoke. But yeah, then you can just spray down. What was that? What did I just do then? Oh, if I do 3 and 4 while it's doing another animation. Oh, there's our dead body. If I do like, I can just like spam all the animations. But the handgun one is the weirdest one because you can actually, he's just holding his hand like that. So then yeah, you got this guy here. Oh my god. That's brutal. So then, so the ragdoll physics, very funny. And then, yeah, this is all just like skeletal meshes here. They don't react to anything. They just kind of exist. And I can get more ammo. Did that refill? Did these open at any point? I don't even think there's ammo yet. I have to spam it, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, you have to... Oh, these are spawning over here, look. Oh, what's this? Oh, 10% damage. I remember this one. And then that changed to like a 50% damage or something, or 20% damage that moved over there and was red. I remember this. So this is the test level starting to become how I actually remember the test level, which is really funny. We got this guy over here, which I'm assuming they switched out the model that was here to the current model. No, actually, interesting. Yeah, so this model's been here for the past couple of versions. Also, that animation when I jump is a little... Oh, oh no. Oh god, no. Oh no. Definitely not. Definitely do not like that. Oh god. Look at his arm. Absolutely getting demolished. So does it only leave stuff on... Oh my god. That's actually shooting out blood. What the hell? See how fast I can spam that? It's like I'm actually shooting. That's interesting. Okay. Fascinating. I mean, this is very, very simple stuff that I'm looking at right now. But it goes to show they were testing out mechanics for these humans that were supposed to come in. And then now they're just not in. Because I don't even know why. And they're still not in, even now. I mean, I know why they're not in. Well, I don't know why they're not in. I'm not the developers. But I know generally... They have a... Oh, I have stamina, actually. I can't jump anymore. They have a focus. And the focus is certainly not... there's no night vision. There's no... I don't know what debug camera is even meant to be. It seems like it's not properly implemented yet. Or as a human, you just can't do it. Character, I'm curious about that, but we must move over to... Let's move over to region... Actually, I want to do region 2 as a human real quick. Just so I can see if we can see the stuff parachuting down yet. Because that will be interesting to me. If that is officially a thing. I'm assuming we still have a handgun though, right? No? You have nothing to start off with as a mercenary. Actually, I feel like I remember that being a thing. Oh my god, it is impossible to see. I don't even know where I've spawned, but hopefully we see... I don't know if we will though, because I remember it happening in the test level as well. Like the little things will just... The crates will spawn in the sky and start dropping down. I will hang out for a little bit to see if any crates do spawn. However, I fear that it may not be... At the very least, it's not in this level yet. Oh my god, look how far I would have to walk to go to region 2. I'm at the swamp. Okay, let's do a tribal, because we also need to grab ammo for that as well, right? Like that run! I don't think I ever did a video on the humans, did I? I was around back then, but I don't think I was focused on doing videos on the very much back then. And especially I didn't like the tribals or anything like that, because I was just like, bruh. But I do remember it was pretty funny. This is funny. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think the tribal has stamina currently. At this point in time. No, never mind. It does have stamina. Or at the very least, I can't jump anymore. I can still run. Oh, there we go. Yep. I have... Oh, God. So you get a lot of stamina, but also it is not worth using it all up. Because then you just have to walk around like this. until you can run again. Surely the regen's quick though, right? Yeah. It seems the regen's fairly... Well, no, never mind. Okay. I stand corrected. There doesn't look to be any crates in the sky though on both of these. I'm curious if there's AI though. If the AI is any different in this version. This is like, what, a couple of weeks later? This is 25th of January compared to, what was it, the 1st or the 11th or something? Can I swim? That's a good question. Oh, swimming animations. Okay. At the very least for the tribals anyway, there are swimming animations. It doesn't appear that there's any AI, at least in this map either. And now we should have, this is it. So this, oh, it's weird because the, it looks like the humans just cut, but I think that's meant to be the tail. But it seems the silhouette's like just gone. Anyway, so this is, oh, you can have a group name. Smelly. 2 players, wait, hold on. This is the early stages of the insert screen, or as you would call it, character screen, where you can see your stats, you can see your stamina, you can see your water, your hunger, you can see your location. Up here, there's nothing yet, but in the current version, obviously, it's the status of the weight and the bite and stuff like that. Down here we have a group, instead of it being like a little toggle, you actually have the group as a thing here. I like the little icons with the ping, the warning ping, and it's like the radio tower. I'm like the leader. I'm hosting the group, and obviously you can toggle name tags there. Although I think, yeah. So I don't know how that really works in there, but I assume it kind of, one of them takes priority over the other. But that's pretty cool. You can see everything kind of. Wait a minute. Where have I spawned? I don't remember it. I remember this being a spawn location. Am I just up on the edge of the map? I think I am, you know. Huh. Oh, yep. This is... Oh, wouldn't this be when the calls changed? I go back to the other Ootah at some point, but I think this is when the calls ended up getting changed for the creatures. Because, yeah, when they had the... No, so the models would be changed then, right? I think this is a different model. I think they changed the models at this point. Yeah, I remember that as funny. The crow sound just... That is fucking hilarious. So we still have... Oh, yeah, those sounds are still the same. I was actually trying to test feign limping. Yeah, there we go. Feign limping is still a thing. Okay. Because at some point they removed that completely. And I think they also tried to remove fall damage, or like they removed bone break at some point because they wanted to change the feature. And then they just made it like a disableable thing at some point. You could just disable that altogether. Anywho. Yeehaw! I think that's a different animation. Maybe. I mean, it's a different model, it's probably... But yeah, we got this new death screen here. Oh yeah, I can't even be anything else, really. So I'm now going to switch to Sandbox. I'm going to switch to Sandbox because I want to see what the Ootah Raptor's like at the moment. Because... No, yeah. Yeah, this is when they changed the sounds. That's a different sound now. The rest of the sounds are the same. Oh, wait. I don't remember that sound. So they changed the one call to be less copyright infringing, I think. And instead have it a different call. The arms... Yeah, the arms, it still has this little chicken pose. I think the arms move a bit more when you're moving around. The animation seems different. It feels a little different. Like he bobs around more. It's got a bit of more of a bob. And then, yeah, so the one call's different. The 2 core's the same. The 4 core is the same. The F core, I think... Yeah, the F core may be different, actually, now that I think about it. But the 3 core... I mean, it's kind of the same. But also, like, it's kind of what we have in Legacy now, but it's different. And also, we actually have an animation for the 3 core now. So he actually moves his arms and goes into a full-on proper animation. I mean, the top half of his body does anyway. The 3 core is just ever so slightly still different from what it would be. Because it's more hiss than raw. You know what I mean? It's very weird. It's very different. I feel like Ootah Raptor went through a lot of like change. I mean, they all the creatures probably did, but I feel like the Ootah Raptor is what I remember the most, having the most changes. Because the rest of them, they kind of all had their sounds and stuff like that, but Ootah Raptor seemed like it was a bit of a trouble to like figure out, because they ended up changing the model at some point where this isn't even the model used. Actually, this is the old model, isn't it? I think this is the old model. I think there was a survival model and then there was the sandbox model. I don't even think this is the one used anymore in this version we're in now. Yeah, and obviously the sandbox dinosaurs never got the character screens because it makes sense that they didn't. Yeah, Ootah are adult. Yeah, this is a different one. You can tell because of the patterns. I can't really zoom in, but I'll zoom in post, hopefully. The model, yeah, it's a completely different model, and also it's smaller, I think. Just judging from the camera angle's weird for these guys, for the sandbox ones, compared to the survival ones. But yeah, this is a different model, yeah. So this is when Ootah completely changed. And yeah, now it no longer has its arms like going to its sides. Except for in that animation is still a thing. And its tail, I remember that bug. That's because of IK, isn't it? Is IK in? I think. Or maybe the animation was just a bit broken. But I also remember they wanted the tail to kind of like... Oh, these are different flowers. They wanted the tail to be able to like brush up against different stuff. Like actually have proper tail physics, which I don't... I think they did end up doing it. So, yeah, because it doesn't work there. But I think at some point they did have it working. Like the tail would bend if it was there. But it doesn't seem to be working. So that might not be in this version. No, his arms still kind of go under. Specifically when he's running. He does have the same calls. Oh, wait, hold on. No, never mind. Yeah, it just sounds ever so slightly off. But yeah, this is the Ootah Raptor we have now, question mark. And I think because of these new models, I don't remember specifically... No, it wasn't it? So obviously we have in Evrima now, like I think we do, the starvation kind of like showing on the body. We had this back in Legacy as well. I don't remember if it was... It must have been in here. Because I remember it very, very vividly that the lower your hunger got, the skinnier your creature got, and you can start to see its like bones and stuff like that. And I'm curious if that is now in this version because of this new model. I think it was only the survival... Obviously, it was only the survival dinosaurs at this point because they were the main focus. Nothing else came to Sandbox other than the survival dinosaurs, which then I think also didn't. Like they all got removed from Sandbox at some point, so you had to play survival dinosaurs or get injected, which was the whole database thing. Yeah, we're at Sundial. I can make my way over there. But so you can see the kind of like wrinkles there. That's not hunger at the moment, but I think as time goes on, like the creature will start to like really like look skinny. Yes, it's interesting that we had two different models. Do we still have the old model now, or is that just completely removed? I don't remember. I haven't looked at Legacy in a little bit. Like, I mean, it's coming up. We're actually getting fairly close to what Legacy is now. Yeah, so this is when they switched out the models, and yeah, Sandbox kind of got left in the dust at this point, but also progression. I think this is around about the point where progression, they kind of were like, yeah, we're not really going to focus on progression because you don't see the survival dinosaurs come into progression, I don't think. Because when we were in the progression menu, none of them were creatures that were in survival, and also the survival creatures, the herbivores in there, in progression, there's no herbivores in survival in this version for some reason, and in the previous version, and I'm not 100% sure why. This animation looks a bit stiff at the moment, I think. Yeah, this animation is not as good as the, or at least this walk cycle, not as good as Evrima has, because now you have like the slide. Like if I stopped now in Evrima while I was running, I could slide. I think I feel faster when I'm playing it on Evrima as well. And the I think we have ambush right now, don't we? Yeah, look at that. But yeah, everything about Evrima is just really improved, and it's cool to see where it's come from by doing this series. But it'll be cool to at some point maybe head back into Evrima and yeah, not even just show off the difference, just play it. I think from here oh yeah, the swimming animation. We haven't even seen the swimming animation yet. Let's have a look at that. Yeah. Oh. We have the kind of like sinking. I don't think they did that before, did they? Where the dinosaur actually sinks under the water after the stamina. So now that's also a thing as well. You sink under the water, and I think you're like 10 times slower. But there's still no O2. I think that comes up in a little bit. But yeah, the O2 meter, that comes with the new UI, I think. Which is weird because at the moment we're in like this hybrid UI. Because we have this chat box, pause menu, we got the character screen, which actually you can't do because we're not in survival. So I don't know why that's even showing in the pause menu. But anyway, you have the old recording, you have the old stamina thing. The rest of that's pretty much the same though. But yeah, so the HUD isn't fully complete, is essentially what I'm saying. The HUD isn't fully transformed, so we have just like kind of this. We had this hybrid UI for a little bit, where all the menus were the future, and the death screen as well. All the menus and stuff like that were this like, you know, new era. Yeah, let's move on to one more version. All right, this is the next version, I think. This is one of the only 2 versions in February. This is February 20th. We're on version 0.1.34.0. As you can hear, we have sound. We have the classic, the ambience in the background with all the shooting. And then we have the camera sounds with the static. We have those cool sounds, which I don't even think we have now. I think... Do we even have... Yeah, we have this menu, but for some reason these sounds are no longer here. News is not here. Or at least I don't think that's here anyway. Interestingly, disabled mods no longer has the mods showing up, like the, you know, the stuff that wasn't even mods really, but there's nothing here anymore. The workshop is still there though. Now we have the official tab. This was ticked before. We'll check out the test level, we'll go into survival, and we'll test all this out. I think this is a bit bigger, maybe? It definitely feels a lot more complete here. And we are back, and that HUD hides itself away once more. There is... Yep, I remember that over there. Okay, let's... Oh, yep, here we go. And now the parachutes come flying down as they should. So now we have... Oh, there we go. Took a minute there, but there we go. I think it was because I was jumping. Oh, aiming actually kind of works. It's a toggle though. your two separate aims. You have the toggle aim, and then you have the I'm gonna zoom in and in with my camera type aim, which is interesting. Oh, I do not like that. That definitely doesn't flow well with the whole kind of first person kind of stuff, but that's fine. If I holster this with H, I cannot seem to holster it. Can I? Okay, this is all the same. Oh, four's to put it all away. So 4 is to unequip all now instead of the holstering of the weapons. So now they have the whole lineup here. Ah, so they're testing just like the measurements of like... That's the new model of the Ootah? Yeah, that's the new model. They're testing the measurements of all this, I assume, to get their little character sheets down. Although, it's surprising that Shant and all that's even here because... Oh, Taco's here. Hello. Haven't seen them in a bit. There's a Dilo. Yes, it's surprising that a lot of the sandbox dinos are here because they gave up on that pretty quickly. They're like, yeah, we're not doing that. There's Kamara, which I think had very broken trample damage. You got Ostroids by itself because obviously that wasn't coming to survival. But then you got Barry, which actually no, Barry didn't come to survival either, did it? Kamara. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very random assortment that have the two. It's weird. Oh, it's going to tell me this every time? Great, love that. I'm going to go as a tribal because I want to test out the crates falling down. If they even fall down on this one. Oh, now we have the, like, when I switch chats, it actually shows the different one I'm actively in right now. This looks a bit different. The gray in the background. We don't have the chat yet, and also when we don't have the like keyboard typing. Also, when I press enter, it doesn't enter straight away unless I enter in something that's not there. And also that now it shows up without the background when I get rid of the chat. So you can see small little changes throughout these versions. Small, subtle. I'm gonna go right over here. I want to see if any of the AI has spawned in over here yet. Or if we were just experiencing some weird phenomenon. Oh, the server uptime's been moved, and instead the player count has replaced where the server uptime was. By the way, I just noticed that. Also, this seems to be staying here forever, which I guess maybe it was like that for a while, and then people were like sick of it, and then so it actually auto hides. Maybe that's a setting. No. Oh no, it is. It is chat HUD. I can click that and it should go away. Maybe that's what that was all about. Or it just doesn't work. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, do we have a swimming animation or are we just walking on the bottom of the... Oh no, we are swimming, but there's no animation for it. We are just kind of floating, I think. Yeah. There's no actual animation. You can kind of see from our shadow. we're just kind of here in the depths. Yeah, I'm not pressing database, and it's just spawned me as a freaking tribal. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. That's a bit broken. That's because of where how I'm running it. So there doesn't seem to be a whole lot in this version, so I'm gonna jump over to the final version of February, which is like a couple days later, so there's probably not going to be much there, but we'll go check it out. Sound still isn't there. God damn it. Welcome to version 0.1.34.1. So the version numbers seem to be condensed down now and a little bit different. Oh, the mods are back. The little disabled mods, the enable buttons back there, which is interesting because the button said enabled and you could click on them. Now they say enable again, so yeah, weird. It's saving where I am now. It stopped doing that for, or maybe it's not saving where I am, it's saving what I am, because it stopped doing that for a bit, but I guess maybe they switched databases at this point, because for a while databases were you would edit them through SQLite. Now they're actual like JSONs. .json now. I guess they would be at this point. So I wonder if that is what has happened here, where this is them now working with the new database system, where instead of having to edit it through SQLite, because this is 2018 now, isn't it? So yeah, it's around about that time that I released my video where, you know, the database has changed. It might have been 2019 though, if I remember correctly. But I was looking at the versions as I was getting the next version. There's a lot of gaps in between development. This is around about the point where, like right now, this is the last version of February, and then there's not another version till, so yes, this is 26th of February. There's not another one till May. So there's like 2 months without any update to the public branch, which obviously they must have been. I'm surprised I lived that. Yeah, so there must have been a lot of updates. Oh, look. They are working in Region 2. There we go. This is just regular Region 2, I think. And look at that. We have our little loot boxes, our little supply crates, which is weird. I don't know why tribals would get these. If you really think about it, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But I guess they were just testing. I think there was going to be maybe crafting at some point. So you could just craft your weapons, but this is close enough, I guess. Yeah, that's all still the same. Oh, we have a zoom. Very nice. Yeah, and for some reason we just get a torch as well. And then yeah, and then we can put it all away. Where does the torch go? I mean, I guess you could ask the same thing in Ark. Like you can carry like fucking 50,000 like thatch and wood and shit like that, but where does it go? Where? I don't know. I'm sure they explain it somewhere, but it's just funny to me. Oh, there's another one over here. It seems to be stuck. I like that I just have an automatic zoom. Yeah, that seems to be stuck in the tree. So I wonder how they programmed these. Does it just choose a random location in the world, like within a box, and doesn't check for... Oh no, it's not stuck in a tree. What is it stuck on? Because those shouldn't... Oh, does it? Oh, that's funny. I can push it around. There we go. Yeah, I thought it pushed down the grass and stuff. I was going to say that's quite advanced for the... I think it's just the terrain. It didn't quite land the terrain properly, so it just kind of moved. You can move them, which is weird, until they actually are fully dropped down. I find that pretty cool. They got a little physics on there. Why am I aiming right now? I'm trying to run. I'm just... Let's go. Oh, I guess I have no stamina. That's what it is. I can't tell because I don't have any way of knowing. None of the other crates seem to be spawning, though. Which I feel like I do remember mercenaries didn't have guns for a while. Like, tribals got their guns spawning in here, but for some reason mercenaries' guns weren't spawning for a little bit. But then mercenaries did, and... Actually, no. I don't think mercenaries ever got their guns in Region 2. I don't think that was ever a thing. Maybe once. But I don't recall a mercenary... They were just kind of useless. They just kind of were there because guns weren't ready. I mean, I'd hardly say this is ready either, but it's like you could still... What the hell? You could still do quite a lot of damage as a tribal. I guess there was just a lot of balancing issues because these guys only spawn in survival. And the tribals were already bad enough. You imagine if the freaking mercenaries had their guns as well. It's not like people couldn't spawn as a tribal anyway, but, you know. I hate how slow we walk. Because I have to walk all this way. Because I don't know how... I don't think I can regain stamina fast enough, and I can't even tell how much stamina I have at any given point in time. So I'm just going to have to assume, based off of just me stopping at a random point in time, which is always fun. It's so weird. first of all, it's weird seeing him run like this. Second of all, it's weird seeing the bow just kind of there floating behind us, like some kind of like high future tech bullshit going on. But also, my original point was it's weird just seeing this guy walk around or run around and there's just no sounds whatsoever. I'm just kind of here in the world. Like there's no... Do I still have J? I don't even know if J works because there's no... I don't leave any footprints behind or anything. Which I feel like was part of the problem with the balancing of these guys. Because like... I mean, not only were they just able to hit you from a ridiculously far away spot, but also the silence and how small they are as well. Like you... And they'd fucking sit up on a hill and you'd be sitting there and you'd go to eat something. And then it turns out that something you go to eat is a fucking trap. Actually, come to think of it, I think you actually... Yeah, there's supposed to be arrows as well. So this is still early. I mean, as early as humans get at this point. But yeah, there's supposed to be arrows. I think he gets like an actual like arrows on his back that you can see. But you're also supposed to be able to visibly see him pull the arrow because there's kind of an animation there. Like, yeah. Yeah, those go pretty far. Interestingly, the voice wheel doesn't show up anymore, which is probably a good thing, considering I'm a human. Oh, there's another crate down here. I see that. So that's kind of cool. I don't even have to be in the area for these crates to, like, spawn. Because I didn't see that drop down anywhere. It just kind of exists. I'm really hoping there's AI down here that I can just murder. Because otherwise, I ran all this way for nothing. And it is painful to run down here as a human because there is no gauge of stamina. And oh, we have sounds for the chat as well, and it's no longer grey in the little chat box. And we have the little... Yes! We're now pretty much fully caught up then. That means we have the chat that we would have now, I think. Except I don't think it goes that far anymore, like the text wrapping. Although maybe I just think that because we don't usually have an over-the-shoulder camera for the humans or for the dinosaurs. There's no AI at all. We had like some amount of something in the first version we checked, or the second version, first version we checked out with the AI kind of there. God damn it. I'm gonna go over here. I want to see exactly where I got killed. Or attacked at the very least. Maybe killed, I don't remember. How far up these can you run? Is our walk angle... Yep, our walk angle is broken. Look at this. Look how broken that is. No normal creature is getting up here. Only humans were able to get up here, and God is this broken. Nothing should be able to get up here, I think. Like, I'm 90% sure nothing ever could get up here other than humans. There's a specific spot where it was like, maybe it was down there. I feel like it was more a more enclosed area. Oh, I never noticed that. Oh wait, no, that's the little... Never mind, I did notice that. That's the little stone thing, I think, that we see when we're coming up this way. Ah. Yes, I don't know if it was exactly here. Maybe it was a completely different area, but you get the gist. People would just... There'd be a body here, and then if you even thought about going near there, arrows would be raining down upon you. Just from above. And you had nothing you could do. Because you couldn't just fucking shoot back. What are you, bloody... Are you a dinosaur with a gun? No, you would just die or just have to run away. Ignore this. This is not what it would look like in the game. It's the little flatline thing, but for some reason it's broken here. God, I remember that sound. Yes, the juvie sounds of a Yep, I remember all those sounds. I remember that one too. That one, I vividly remember that one for some reason. Probably because people fucking people spammed all sorts of calls. So. Oh my god, I broke my bones. Oh, this. Have I broken my bones in this version? Oh, we have the new... Oh my god, there's so many different things. The recording UI is here. So it has been auto-recording this entire time, but for some reason the it doesn't show up when you're a human, because I guess they just hide the HUD. That's just easier than having a whole separate HUD for them. Yeah, the auto-recording is now there. And now we have bone break? Like, we've already had bone break, but the... I don't remember it ever showing on the UI. Unless I'm just an idiot. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe it has shown this entire time and I just never noticed it. Because I have been trying to avoid that. Long time coming, I guess. I've now finally broken my bones in a video after a while. My god, okay. I was holding his leg up. I remember that. Oh, I can't alt turn. Oh, this is... I'm just dead. I broke my bone twice. How is that even possible? Yeah, this is like... pretty much where Sundial is. He holds his leg up to show there's he's broken his ankle. God, he actually had like barely any delay between biting. At least there's a little juvie Rex. I remember the adult at least had way longer of a delay than that. But I guess you are only dealing like 0.5 damage. Oh, and this no longer takes with the entire screen anymore. This is actually... So this is the character screen again. Now that we are actually a creature. So now they have the stamina showing up, but obviously now they don't have anything else. This would normally be animated. I don't know if that's... Right? Would that normally be animated? I don't know if that's normally... Well, the rest of this is. So, yeah, maybe that's just not yet. But yeah, this is closer to the final version. You've got statistics. There's still no stats up here, though. This would show where your nest is. This would show... This shows what your current location, and eventually you'll be able to click this to copy it and paste it wherever. This would eventually change as well to show the actual dinosaur you are. But at least it's showing the growth. But you can't even see the percentage yet. But you can really see it starting to develop now into the legacy we have now. Where we would have the group switching and the rest of this being finalized. So this is essentially them switching the UI around to accommodate for a new era before eventually scrapping all that and then realizing that they have to rebuild from the ground up and do all that sort of thing. That's a new plant. Oh, got a little... These would be interactive in Evrima. These little... I imagine these would crunch and stuff. Actually, we had interactive foliage at some point, and then that got removed as well in Legacy. Excited to get to that point. I don't know why am I still here? Oh, you can see the percentage from the thingy. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it actually shows the time as well. I think that's why I got confused, because this is a little different. This menu here is a little different from before. Because if you remember, there was a red light up here. Logins still don't work. But there was a red light up here that was kind of like covered. And now it's off completely. And we have this little green light up here instead. I'm assuming that's just going to take me to a website. This is showing a time... Oh, it's actually what time it is now, but it's in 24-hour time. Okay. Actually, no, that's not correct. Never mind, that's not correct at all. It's 10 a.m. That says 0017. It is 10:17 though. Weird. Huh. Anyway, that's gonna be all I'm gonna check out for this video. So if you did enjoy it, please leave a like, subscribe, ring notification bell. Thank you all so much for your support, by the way. I don't know how many subs I'm at when this releases, but I imagine if we're at 1K, if we're at 1,000 subscribers, thank you so much for that. Thank you. I can't say that enough. Thank you so much. And I hope you continue to stick around and keep watching and, you know, just enjoy the nostalgia that is this wonderful game. This has been fun to look at. This has been really fun. And I will continue to look at this until the very, very current legacy version. Then maybe we'll do some Evrima. And then, you know, I still want to do some of the videos that I want to do that isn't the Isle. So, you know, hopefully you all choose to stick around. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Still doesn't do the exit sound.